Okay. No. Chitra, what were you saying? Chitra, you were saying something.
Yeah. There's no connection between strong in a house and being malefic.
No, there is. Now, for example, I think we were discussing this one, which even Sankalp said just now. Sorry, which one were you saying? Eight, no, you're saying. Hey, which one were you saying, Sankalp?
The third one. Third
Third,
one.
third is his Pakka Ghar. But it acts malefic over here because it is in the nakshatra of Mercury. So for that, we need to discuss this tabulation. That's why let's go to this tabulation. We come back again. Now just see this tabulation. Okay, if you can see my entire. Okay, just see this tabulation now. Now, how to read this tabulation? Any planet you take, this is obviously Jupiter, Sun, Venus, Moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Correct? Now, how to read this? I'll just put it on Jupiter first. ये जो ऊपर के planets हैं ना, they are the friends. नीचे के planet जो भी रहेंगे are the enemies. And right hand side का this entire thing is neutral. So, how to read it is Jupiter considers Sun as the friend. Jupiter considers Moon as a friend, and Jupiter considers Mars as a friend. But Jupiter considers Venus as the enemy, Jupiter considers Mercury as the enemy. So coming back to your question which you just asked, we were talking about Mars. What does Mars consider Mercury as? Enemy. ये ऊपर का हो गया, नीचे का हो गया. So that is why in that case, Mars doesn't behave well in the house of Mercury. Now, if you see Mercury over here, this is also this is Mercury. Mercury considers Mars as neutral. Percentage sign, I call that as neutral. You understood? Just 1 minute. So basically, if you see this, that's why I wanted you all to see this chart. This is one of the most important ones, and it is slightly different from our Parashari. So that's why this is required for the timing. So if we are looking at Mars, let us say, and Mars is seated in a house ruled by Sun, at least it will be comfortable. Moon, comfortable. Jupiter, comfortable. But if it is in the Pakka Ghar of Ketu, or it is in the Pakka Ghar or Rashi of Mercury, it will be bad. So this is how you need to read this chart. So if you want to know whether two planets are inimical towards each other, friendly towards each other, or one is inimical, one is friendly, one is neutral, full complicated stuff, just look at this. Okay. Now, an interesting component in Lakita.
That the white space is the empty house, na?
White empty house की तरह इधर house नहीं, these are planets. So each fellow will have 1 or 2 or 3 friends, 1 or 2 or 3 enemies, and 1 or 2 or 3 equal. No.
Okay, okay.
Now just look at this third module which we were talking about.
Manish, can you also tell S and Y? What do they stand for?
S is soya hua graha. Soya, there is a concept of soya hua graha. So soya hua graha is basically, in simple words, it is dormant. So the remedy is, in case it is a malefic thing, let it remain soya, don't disturb it. If it is a positive thing for you, if it's there are something called what is it called benefic planets. या किस्मत का ग्रह करके there is a concept that all I will share with you later on. So if it's a kismat ka grah and it is silent, so you need to awaken it so that the kismat opens up, something like that. It's a very different protocol, but it's very effective. So we require that. Okay. Now there is in this, if you see, there is something called as Masnui. Okay. Masnui basically is proxy. Proxy. You understand proxy? म्हणजे मेरे जगह पे ये something you can call it proxy, or you can say that it is a substitute. Okay. Now substitute doesn't happen for one in this case. It is, let us say, me and my wife, let us say, is represented by my son, something like that, if you want to look at it. So when two planets with certain what is it called, properties, let us say, are together, they actually constitute a third planet. That is called Masnui planet. Okay. So here, how to read this chart? Let me take. Let me just take the entire thing again. How to read it, I'll tell you. This entire patti from here to here is Jupiter. So Jupiter 1, and there will be 8 other planets, right? Then the second one will have 7, the third will have 5, the fourth will have like that. You understand? Because you understand, when I do a combination of Sun and Jupiter and Sun, when I come to Sun, I don't need to have Jupiter here again because it is already taken here. Have you understood how this chart has been made? This is Jupiter, this is Sun. So Jupiter, Sun ka whatever repercussions are in this column. When I come to Sun, and suppose let us say I had Jupiter here, that same damn thing would have come there again and it would have just populated the entire thing. So basically it will be 1 against 8, 2 against 7, 3 against 6, 4 against 5, like that it will go on, 1 less. So how to read it is, let's just read this one. No, not this one. Let's read this one. Okay, let's read this one. So what it says is, if your Sun is seated with your Venus, it makes a Masnui Jupiter. So, for example, like in my case, no, I don't have Sun and Venus together, but let us say, just for discussion's sake, I had a Sun and a Venus, both seated in my, let us say, second house. So that makes a Jupiter in my second house. And Jupiter in the second house is, if you remember, 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 2, 5, 9, 11, 12 is Jupiter ka pakka houses. So because I have got a Sun over here, I have got a Venus over here, I make a Masnui Jupiter over there. So it's like the planet is getting created over there. You understand? So basically, you will get the repercussions of Sun, you will get the repercussions of Moon or Venus in whatever house, and you will also get the effects of Jupiter. Okay, now one step further I have added over here. When Sun and Venus are together, Venus goes bad and Rahu goes bad. So that's why I said 3 and 4 modules are put over here. This entire 1800 pages is across this entire A4 sheet only. So if you have to read some other one, let's just read this one. How this has to be read is, if I have a Jupiter and a Saturn combination, there is no Masnui which is formed. Saturn becomes positive, Jupiter becomes negative, Mars becomes negative because this is a rotated chart, no? So the left hand side is the positive one, right hand side is the negative. Okay, now let's go to some complicated one.
Sir, in that sun column, I think two of the colors are mixed. So
Huh.
there it will be Masnui, right? Both of them.
This is a Masnui moon and Masnui Rahu, dono is formed, but that this is a little bit of a question mark. These two things are, see, this is getting updated. So this is not the ekdam fine. This is like 90% on the dot. I'm upgrading it slightly. So this, don't bother about this. The nomenclature, okay, I'll tell you about the nomenclature. So D is debilitated. This is double bad. This is under control. This is positive. This is acts Rahu like. So basically Mars and Mercury combination makes a Masnui Saturn which acts like Rahu, which is malefic. Okay, then I think all the nomenclature is. So this is a Masnui planet also. So for example, if you have like I was studying my case, it was Moon and Mercury were together. If you remember, I said that kidney problems to mother. You remember that? So how you see that is you need to see this. This is Moon and this is Mercury, correct? Now Jara pay attention, okay? Because if you understand this only, then you'll be able to diagnose the things. Now Moon here, Mercury is here. Just one minute. Anyway, Mercury is here, and for your Moon is here. Now we have a Moon and Mercury combination. So Moon considers Mercury as neutral. मुझे उसका कोई लेना देना नहीं है तो है नहीं है तो नहीं फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But Mercury considers Moon as enemy. So what happens is, if I just draw it here, let us say you've got a Moon over here, seated with a Mercury over here. What happens is Moon is not doing anything to this fellow. उसका कोई लेना देना नहीं. It's as good as bad. But this fellow is showering all the negativity on this. Now, Lal Kitab Karaks are slightly different at portions. Mercury is the Karak of skin. Mercury is the Karak of breathing. Mercury is the Karak of kidney. Mercury is the Karak of heart ailment also. Kidney, Mercury we can consider because Mercury is duality. We consider Venus in Parashari as the kidney. But here they consider this, and this can have a logic because Mercury is duality. Multiplicity, duality. So two kidneys, two lungs. So Mercury can mean this thing. Mercury basically is jild. Jild is skin. Yeah, a lot of Urdu words are here. So Mercury is skin. Mercury, because of lungs, it is breathing. Mercury obviously is nerves also. So neuro. Mercury is also, what did I say, kidney. So any kidney, skin, breathing, heart ailment issue, it can give to Moon. Moon means what? Mother or mother-like. So I have this combination in my 6th house. So 6th house is what? Rogue. So kidney related issue to the mother. And what? Because it is a 6th house, it is giving an illness. Now I need to now decode this and break it and make it something else, because Mercury, now just listen to me, Mercury Karak in Lal Kitab is also education, which is the thing even in your Parashari also. So if I use Mercury instead of kidney, I use that as education. Okay, and 6th house is competitive being, so something which needs a competitive spirit to learn. If this person takes that म्हणजे basically I tell my mother to start studying something which is like a competitive level thing for her, or something which is with a seva bhav, because sixth is also seva. Then this problem can reverse. But now I'm not getting into that part. I'm just trying to tell you the combination between, if you have a moon and this thing, what repercussions it gives. Then you want to see it further, you can see it here. Let's say Mercury is in the sixth house. Jupiter goes bad, Mars goes bad, Ketu goes bad, and Rahu becomes positive. Okay. Now, if you just see this, the Jupiter, Mars, and Ketu in the moon column, Jupiter, Mars are the friends of moon, and they are getting damaged because of Mercury. Mercury being in the sixth house, this is slightly complicated. समझ में आ रहा है तो अपन को don't bother. Because Mercury is in the sixth house, it is hitting Jupiter and Mars, which are basically friends of moon. And moon in the sixth house has got malefic by itself. I have got moon and Mercury in the sixth house. So moon पहले ही malefic ये हो गया, cannot perform properly. It is not doing any good or bad repercussions, but it has got bad. I don't know कितने को कितना समझ में आया और कितना नहीं आया. It's a very interesting thing, but yeah, I'm not trying to tom or anything, but this took 2 years to decode. Literally, हाँ, मुझे imagine करो मेरे को अगर 2 साल लगा मुझे इतना normally नहीं लगता मेरे को 2-3 दिन से जास्ती नहीं लगता to decode anything. This took 2 years because it is all over the place and it is in Urdu. So first of all, Urdu translated by a non-Urdu astrologer can mean anything. So I remember one very stupid thing. I'll take a photograph if I can find it and tell you. One of the, see, everything is symptomatic. So अगर ये planet है, तो I don't remember the exact word, but तुम्हें बेटी होगी जो बकरा something like that. ये male goat ऐसा होगी with a beard. So they have translated it as you will have a daughter with a beard करके. It is not like that. It is saying you will have a daughter जो मर्द जैसे है. You know, some दाढ़ी वाला. So I don't remember it. I used to remember. अभी मैं भूल गया. Basically, they said this combination is there. तो ये जातक को बेटी दाढ़ी वाले बकरे जैसे हो गए. Something like that it is said. And that fellow has translated it. You will have a daughter with a beard. You know? So that was the problem. So I had to take word by word of the Urdu, get it understand the meaning of it. Then come back to this, so it's a Herculean task. So yeah, what you have got is actually like on a platter. So make use of that. Up till now, anything you need to know, you have not understood anything, just tell me. Then, or how you want to go about it, tell me.
So just wanted to confirm कि ये physical position of planets in the same house is only what we are considering, not the aspect.
No. There are aspects, but the aspects are also very different. It is पहले घर का, it's the दूसरे घर का. From 1 to 6 planets hit the 7 to 12. There is no reverse this thing. Then there are some special aspects, like if that is a little complicated, I'll tell you later. But let's say there is a planet in the 5th house and there is a planet in the 3rd house. The 5th house planet damages the 3rd house. If there is no planet in the 6th house, then the 10th house planet, 8th house planet hits the 12th house. I said there are some, but not too many.
No, but in the chart, it is only with the physical position in the same house.
Correct, but suppose you find that something in your chart, in that fellow's chart is very good, but that good is not happening. That is because some other aspect is coming over there. Like for example, let us say 11th house has got Jupiter. So you will say a lot of money from practice you will get. But let us say Jupiter's enemy, which could be, let us say Rahu. वो अभी chart में देखो उसमें कौन सा है वो. So if Rahu is in the 5th house, So fifth house in this case, unlike our this thing, fifth house aspects the 11th house.
Okay.
Ninth house aspects the fifth house aspects the 11th. So slightly complicated. Like third house planet hits the ninth house. अभी वो अपने इसमें नहीं है. So that once we come to actual Lal Kitab, this one by one I will show you all this. Yeah. So
I think, sir, they have this Lal Kitab debt type also concept,
ring.
where moon is in 6th, so it is daughter's debt, like something.
हाँ वो सब है, but see that's what I'm trying to tell you. What I have done all that, but now I'm picking and choosing as if I'm in a buffet now. So that ring bin is a okay thing. वो क्या है? If it doesn't get solved by the regular remedies, then we can go to that ring. Because see, ring and all is something which cannot be quantified. Na? If suppose somebody has a kidney problem, मेरे को दिख रहा है kidney problem. इसको बोलो अगर इसको स्त्री ऋण है, अपने को क्या मालूम पिछले जन्म में कौन से स्त्री को उसने क्या तकलीफ दिया था. I don't know that. So what I cannot see, I take some time to accept. So ऋण is one chapter. There are so many things. There is Mangal Badh ka one chapter. There's one big chapter on Mangal Badh. There's one very big chapter on Mercury. In Lal Kitab, they consider Mercury as the most sort of dangerous planet. Mercury is called as Khada Anda, या Behrupia. So that is one topic. Then like what Sankalp is saying, the ring is one topic. So वो ring भी clear करना पड़ता है. Now I don't want to get into all those things. Lal Kitab में main thing I want to catch is which is the planet which is causing the problem and why is it causing the problem. It is easy in this thing. You know. So then the dasha and all those things are also there. But dasha we can also take from our Vimshotri also. So now in a nutshell, what I'm planning to do and what I would like you to work on basically, you can work beyond that also, is basically ये जो protocol दिया है मैंने आज के दिन में, see it across at least 5 charts within your family and friends and see if it is working. Like I got my moon Mercury ka thing and just make a note over there. If you don't want to give out a name, that is fine. You can just have some abbreviation over there. Let us say whatever. You can name it whatever it is. So you can say in so and so chart, this was there, or this was the symptom or whatever that person was facing, and this is the thing. So that is the basic protocol. और कुछ पूछना है? Other we can wrap it. This Masnu is also very interesting thing. So let's see how it works. All okay then? चलो मिलते हैं. Bye.
Sir, will you sharing the template?
Yeah, that one I've shared already, but this updated one I'll share just now. I'll share it on the group. Okay. Chalo, bye.
Your new chart is really good, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Very interesting.
Swati, what happened?
चार्ट में अपने एक्स को स्प्लिट किया हुआ था 2 ट्रायंगल्स. चार्ट दिखाएं.
The alternate word is getting cut. What?
वो जो टेम्पलेट था.
Then now speak the other
Template.
alternate, so I'll understand. You spoke the 1 3 5 7
Okay.
not 2. नहीं रे मैं joke कर रहा था. बोल what? I heard your word 1 3 5 7 मैंने सुना. अभी 2 4 6 8 ही बात कर रहा हूँ. What? ऐसे ना करो क्या?
वो जो एक जो सेकंड था, एक था वो स्प्लिटेड था स्क्वायर डायमंड में
वो
2
बोल
ट्रायंगल्स में.
As of now, I put a question mark over there, no, because क्या मेरे I have done this notation in 2021. उसका most of the abbreviations I've written. Some of the abbreviations I have not written because I thought it will remain in my head. I should have realized that मेरे काम से मतलब है मेरे brain में. If I don't use it, it gets drained off. So I have forgotten what I've done over there. So once I cross check, I will update it. So few things like that.
Sure.
1/2 जो है ना उसको भूल जाओ.
ठीक.
चलो, bye.